Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez thought she had Elon Musk cornered that day. "These space projects of yours are just toys for the rich," she attacked. But nobody knew what was inside the folder Musk had brought with him. What was in that folder would make AOC question her entire career. Make sure to watch this entire video and subscribe to our channel, because we bring you the real political confrontations that mainstream media is afraid to show you. The Senate building was buzzing with tension that morning. Everyone expected AOC to tear Elon Musk apart. Journalists were whispering excitedly, "AOC is going to finish Musk today. This is going to be epic." Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, 35, the fiery politician from New York's 14th district. She had built her brand on fighting wealthy elites and showed mercy to no one. That morning, she told her team, "Today, I'll teach this tech billionaire what real politics is about." AOC's chief of staff tried to warn her. "Alex, maybe you should be careful. Musk is unpredictable." "Careful?" AOC laughed. "I've been here for 4 years. I studied economics at Boston University. How can a rocket maker who tweets memes beat me in a policy debate?" Meanwhile, Elon Musk quietly entered through a side entrance. The world's richest man looked unusually calm, carrying only a simple leather briefcase. His legal team had prepared extensively. "Mr. Musk, maybe you should stick to the script this time." "No," Musk replied. "This time will be different." The hearing room was packed beyond capacity. Everyone was expecting the political fight of the year. Senator Maria Cantwell called the session to order. "Today we'll discuss commercial space policy. I expect a respectful discussion." Nobody expected what was about to unfold. Musk approached the microphone. "Honorable Senators, SpaceX has been working for 22 years to keep America the leader in space. Our rockets carry astronauts. We provide internet to the world." His voice was calm, not nervous at all. "We've made over 200 successful launches. We safely transported NASA astronauts. We provided internet connection during the Ukraine war." AOC couldn't stand it. She raised her hand. "Stop for a minute." The chairwoman was surprised. "AOC, let Musk finish his speech." "No." AOC stood up. "The American people need to hear the truth. This man is just saying nice words." The room fell silent. This was an aggressive start. Musk stayed calm. "I'm ready to listen to your questions." AOC grabbed the microphone and leaned forward aggressively. "Mr. Musk, let's cut through the corporate PR nonsense. You're worth over $200 billion, and you're sitting here pretending to care about America." Her voice echoed through the chamber. This wasn't a question. It was a public execution attempt. $15 billion. That's how much taxpayer money SpaceX has received. $15 billion of working families' hard-earned tax dollars. She slammed her hand on the desk. "Do you know what we could do with $15 billion? Fund universal pre-K for 500,000 children. Provide health care for 2 million Americans. Fix the water crisis in Flint 50 times over." But instead, what are you doing? Taking rich tourists on space joyrides. You and Jeff Bezos are having a billionaire pissing contest while families can't afford groceries. The gallery was dead silent. Even veteran reporters had never seen such a brutal attack in a congressional hearing. "You're just another tech billionaire who thinks money can solve everything. You have no understanding of real policy, real governance, or real leadership. You make rockets and tweet stupid memes while people suffer. You're completely disconnected from reality." The attack was so vicious that even Republican senators looked uncomfortable. Musk sat perfectly still throughout the entire onslaught, then calmly reached for his briefcase. Musk pulled out a thick folder from his briefcase. "AOC, you have questions about space policy. Let me tell you who I am." There was no anger in his voice, but everyone paid attention. "In 2010, I got a master's degree in space law from Georgetown University. My thesis was about commercial space activities and security." The room became very quiet. Nobody knew this information. "I've been a member of the International Institute of Space Law for 8 years. I've written 12 articles on space topics." AOC's face changed. "And in 2018, I worked as a space security consultant at the Pentagon for 2 years. It was classified work." Senator Ted Cruz said in amazement, "This information is very impressive." Musk turned to AOC. "Now you listen to me. You say you studied economics. Let's do the math. He pulled out a page from his folder. SpaceX does $4 worth of work for every dollar it receives from the government. 70% cheaper than old companies. Do you know how many people I employ in your district? AOC hesitated. 347 people. I have 3 suppliers in Queens. The bread of 347 families comes from us. Did you know this? AOC couldn't answer. Senator Bernie Sanders stepped in. But the rich go to space while the poor starve. Musk came out strong. Senator, let me tell you the facts. Most of the 12,000 people working at SpaceX come from middle-class families. They get good salaries. AOC tried to attack again. What about the environment? These rockets pollute the atmosphere. Musk laughed. AOC, you talk about climate change, but you don't know basic facts. The annual emissions of all SpaceX rockets equal 2 days of emissions from a single major airline. United Airlines produces half of our annual emissions in 1 day. Did you know this? AOC blushed. This is irrelevant. Irrelevant? Musk raised his voice. You talk about the Green New Deal, but you don't even know basic information. Musk's demeanor completely changed. The calm, measured tone was gone. His voice became sharp and cutting. Representative Ocasio-Cortez, you want to talk about democratic responsibility? Let's talk about your record. He flipped to another page with surgical precision. In the last 3 years, the House Subcommittee on Space Science and Technology has voted on 23 pieces of legislation related to space policy and national security. AOC's face began to drain of color. She sensed where this was going. You know how many times you showed up to vote? 11. You missed 12 critical votes on the very issues you're lecturing me about today. The room was dead silent. Even the CSPAN cameras seemed to focus more intently. And of those 11 times you did bother to show up, you voted present, meaning you abstained 7 times. 7 times you refused to take a position on America's space future. Musk's voice grew more intense. So while you were busy tweeting about billionaires and making TikTok videos, actual decisions about space policy were being made without you. AOC tried to interrupt. I'm not finished, Musk cut her off coldly. You want to talk about disconnection from reality? You represent a district in Queens and the Bronx, correct? Yes, but do you know how many of your constituents work in the aerospace supply chain that supports SpaceX missions? AOC hesitated. That's not the point. 1,247 people. 1,247 of your own constituents depend on the billionaire space toys you're attacking for their livelihoods. The number hit like a bomb. Musk had done his homework. I have 3 major suppliers in Queens: Aerospace Precision Manufacturing, Empire State Electronics, and Brooklyn Aerospace Components. Together, they employ 1,247 people. Good-paying, union jobs with full benefits. AOC's mouth opened, but no words came out. Did you know that? Did you even bother to research how your anti-space rhetoric affects your own voters? Or were you too busy planning your next viral moment? The brutality was escalating. Musk wasn't just defending himself, he was methodically destroying her credibility. And here's the really ironic part, Musk continued, his voice dripping with sarcasm. You criticize me for using Twitter, but you've sent over 14,000 tweets since taking office. That's 12 tweets per day, every single day for 4 years. Meanwhile, I've been building the largest electric vehicle company in America, revolutionizing space travel, and providing internet to war zones. What exactly have you built, Representative? Senator Warren tried to intervene. Maybe we should calm down a bit. But Musk wasn't finished. AOC, you constantly blame the rich. Well, what have you done? My companies employ 50,000 people. How many people have you employed? I develop clean energy, space technology, brain-computer interfaces. You just complain on Twitter. AOC was very angry now. You just make money. I make money and change the world. You just talk. Musk delivered his final blow. And the funniest part is, while you criticize me, you ignore the clean energy revolution that came with Tesla. I fight climate change while you just talk. AOC made one last move. You don't recognize the will of the people. Musk coldly, which will of the people? The 700,000 people who elected you, or the 5 million Americans who use Tesla? The people in 60 countries who receive SpaceX's internet service, or just the people in your election district? AOC couldn't answer anymore. You're a local politician. I solve global problems. That's the difference between us. Chairwoman Cantwell stepped in. Maybe we should end the meeting. Musk stood up. My final word. If you want real results, not political theater, work with the right people. He closed his folder and left. AOC sat motionless, completely speechless. Her face was pale, hands shaking slightly. For the first time in her political career, she had nothing to say. The senators around her looked embarrassed for her. Outside, the media exploded into chaos. Reporters ran through the halls, phones pressed to their ears. You need to see this footage. AOC just got completely destroyed. Within minutes, every major network had breaking news alerts. CNN, breaking, Elon Musk's hidden law degree shocks. Congress as AOC left speechless. Fox News. Watch, AOC gets brutally schooled by space genius. MSNBC. Musk reveals legal background, demolishes AOC. The next morning, AOC's office was in chaos. Phones rang nonstop with angry constituents and media requests. The voicemails were brutal. Representative, how did you not know Musk had a law degree? You embarrassed our entire district. Do research before attacking people next time. Democratic leadership was furious. Chuck Schumer's office demanded an explanation. Nancy Pelosi's chief of staff called it a self-inflicted wound. Even AOC's progressive allies were distancing themselves. The squad was fracturing. Representatives Omar and Presley declined to comment when asked about AOC's performance. Meanwhile, Musk appeared on Joe Rogan's podcast. AOC is intelligent, but intelligence without preparation is just potential energy. She had passion but didn't do her homework. In business, if you go into a meeting that unprepared, you get fired. In politics, you just get roasted on social media. The podcast clip went mega viral, turned into memes and inspirational quotes. Conservative commentators had a field day. Tucker Carlson called it, "What happens when Twitter activism meets actual expertise?" Even liberal outlets couldn't defend her. The New York Times published, "When Passion Isn't Enough, AOC's Space Hearing Disaster." The Washington Post ran, "The Danger of Governing by Soundbite." If you enjoyed this amazing political showdown, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to our channel. Turn on notifications for more brutal content about the power of preparation and political reality checks.